The beans of the tropical cocoa tree were probably first discovered in the Amazon rainforest and made their way north to Mesoamerica. When the beans were fermented, dried, roasted, crushed to a paste, and mixed with boiling water, the result was chocolate, a bitter drink mixed by the Mesoamericans with vanilla or chili peppers. It became popular in Europe once sugar was substituted for the chilies. It was mainly Europeans discovering techniques to make chocolate bars addictive. Van Houten's Dutching procedure to remove the bitter taste, using milk to create, of course, milk chocolate, and Henry Nestle's use of condensed milk to stop spoilage. Nestle would become the largest food and beverage company in the world. Thanks to the Columbian Exchange and the ruthless use of slaves by Europeans, cocoa was grown on plantations in the Caribbean and tropical Latin America. The cocoa powder was transformed from a drink to solid candy to the delight of the addicted sweet tooth syndrome patrons across the globe, including Americans, where candy capitalists wanted to make their fortunes. Available cocoa beans, chocolate machines for mass production, and American capitalists meant the U.S. was primed for chocolate production, beginning with Salem and Boston companies. Oliver Chase merged with others to form New England Confectionery Company, or NICO, in 1901, which included chocolate like Skybars. David Clark produced the Clark bar in 1917, just in time to ship to soldiers during World War I. American Milton Hershey started with Lancaster Caramel Company and was a relative latecomer after he saw German chocolate machinery at the 1893 Columbian Exposition. He sold Lancaster and started the Hershey Chocolate Company in 1894. He quickly cranked out milk chocolate bars, then added Hershey's Kisses in 1907, followed by Mounds and Almond Joy, in the process of becoming the largest American manufacturer of chocolate. Forrest Mars Sr. produced his first Mars bar in 1922 in England with caramel and nougat coated in milk chocolate. The American version included toasted almonds. The American Milky Way bar was introduced in 1924 by Frank C. Mars with nougat topped with caramel and covered with milk chocolate. The chocolate initially came from Hershey. The Three Musketeers had only the nougat and chocolate, introduced in 1932. Multiple add-on flavors happened over the years. There were probably hundreds of now obscure bars, and a few remain, usually now owned by a food conglomerate like Nestle. A favorite of mine is Baby Ruth, which has a caramel and nougat center with peanuts, created in 1920 by Curtis Candy. Baseball superstar Babe Ruth was not happy and sued the company. Curtis claimed Baby Ruth was named after the daughter of Grover Cleveland, who unfortunately died 17 years previously. Along the same line for not paying royalties was the O. Henry bar, with peanuts, caramel, and fudge, created by George Williamson in 1920. Alternative legends exist. In any case, short story writer William Sidney Porter used O. Henry as a pen name. Unfortunately, Porter died in 1910. No lawsuits or royalties were forthcoming. Butterfinger is a layered, crisp peanut butter core covered by chocolate. It was created at the Curtis Candy Company. Over the years, the bar had 7 owners, apparently each saying, "Oops, someone else get it." H.B. Reese was an employee for Hershey but was fired. So he created his own company in 1923. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup was introduced in 1928 using Hershey chocolate. Then all the variations by size, adding stuff like caramel, crunchy peanut butter, honey, roasted peanuts, fudge, and more. After his death, his kids merged the company with Hershey. Reese's Pieces was a Hershey latecomer introduced in 1978. It sounds basic, but packaging candy is important and has its own long history. Next time on Food History and Mystery.